This morning, President-elect Donald Trump is taking to Twitter to defend his ties with Russia.
The KPIX 5's political analyst Phil Matier joins us now with a look at what Mr. Trump is saying now.
Oh, what he's saying at this moment, it's a storm, and his reaction comes after receiving a briefing by some of the nation's top intelligence officials about Russian hacking that revealed embarrassing emails by Democrats during the campaign. The president-elect says only fools would dismiss closer ties with Russia. In one tweet, Trump wrote, quote, having a good relationship with Russia is a good thing, not a bad thing. And Trump repeatedly questioned the assessment by American intelligence agencies that the Kremlin was behind the Democratic hacking. Even after being briefed Friday, Trump is not saying whether he still accepts their assessment. But he did call the meeting constructive and acknowledge that Russia and other countries are continuously trying to mount cyber attacks against the U.S. Meantime, the countdown on the presidential transition is on in Washington, D.C. So we asked former San Francisco Mayor Willie Brown and KPIX 5's Melissa Kane, who's going to be going to the inauguration, how tough it is to book a ticket to Trump's party.
Now, it's interesting. So many people, I think, bought tickets to the inauguration thinking they were going to see a Clinton inauguration and are finding now that, of course, that is not going to be the case. I think some Trump supporters might have some trouble getting hotel rooms and flights. Meanwhile, a lot of Clinton supporters who have tickets, who are going to D.C., are probably going to find themselves at some sort of protest. And the Women's March has something like 200,000 people signed up for it. And so you might see a huge protest to some degree because that's just the people who made the travel plans.
In other words, you're stuck with the hotel room, you're stuck with the ticket, you might as well go and do something.
I think there will be as many protesters as there are attendees at the inauguration. I also think that you can actually get a bargain, because all those people that had pre-bought and know they don't really want to go, you can, just like buying 49er tickets, you can get them at a discount.
Yeah, but are they really going to want to sell them to a Trump supporter? That's the thing. If you've bought a ticket to see Clinton inaugurated and some Trump supporter comes to you and says, "Hey, I'd like those tickets," it's not clear those folks are gonna say, "Oh yes, I'll help you, Trump supporter."
Melissa, if you're trying to get a bargain, why would you be advertising who you are? As a matter of fact, a website ought to be created where you can offload your tickets on the website and get paid. You know, you have that StubHub and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
You can do that now without identifying yourself as the recipient.
On an interesting note, have inaugurals in past years, in the last 20 or 30 years, sort of gotten overblown? I mean, is it American Idol? Is it That's Entertainment? It seems like this show that in freezing weather. I mean,
okay, but they're no longer just swearing-in ceremonies. They're statements, really. They have become statements. As a matter of fact, years ago, you didn't have the multiplicity of ex-presidents showing up for purposes of participating in the inauguration, and you didn't have the elaborate ceremony of It's Morning in America and the porties and all. You didn't have any of that. Suddenly, the Clinton people really put on a show following Reagan's attempt at a show.
Okay.
And since then,
it's just gotten shows, guard the door. And speaking of that, we only have a second left, and we're going to be covering this inaugural coming forward. Who's going to get more face time during the Trump speech? Trump or Hillary Clinton, who's going to be sitting there?
Oh, I
listening?
recommend a split screen. I recommend a split screen.
We don't wish to watch people cry.
All right.